Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the fox eye look. I know I'm a little late to the party with this look. It's been going on for a while and a lot of people have done it already, but I've been working on this for a few weeks now just to kind of be able to perfect the look for deep set eyes. They're a little harder to work with, and I just wanted to be able to explain what I was doing step by step. So this video is a little bit longer, but I just didn't want to fast motion through it. I wanted to be able to explain myself as best as I can. I don't have all the right terminology, but I wanted to be able to give you guys a detailed look on how I do this eyeshadow look. Yeah, so if you guys would like to see this look, then just keep watching. And also, I would like to tag a couple of my favorite YouTubers. These women are beautiful, sweet women that just know their stuff about makeup and are amazing with makeup, and I just love watching them. So Heather Austin, I would like to tag you. I hope that you don't do this look before the video is out. I'm going to try to get this out in about a week, maybe by the end of this week. I'm going to try my best to get it out. She is amazing with color. If you like bright colors, she is such an amazing YouTuber with eyeshadow and eyeshadow palettes, and her love for makeup is just so refreshing. So I hope that you will do this look, as well as Lisa D1. I tagged you in one of my recent glam curl videos because you were definitely an inspiration for that. Just so glamorous. You already have the most beautiful, almost fox eyes already, and deep set like mine. So hopefully you don't do this as well before, but I'd love to see you beautiful ladies do this look as well. So let's get right into the video. So I've already done my brows, and what I did for the fox eye, you want your brows to just kind of be fluffy and light. So I went in with my clear mascara, which is not so clear anymore because I use this as a brow gel, and just kind of wisped my brows up. And I used my Ardell brow pencil, lightly just kind of going through and filling them in and just flicking up the hair, and not really drawing like a straight line or a harsh line. Like most of the time I'll go in and draw up above here and just kind of sketch out my brows, but I just wanted to keep them kind of wispy and fluffy, so I used that, and then a little bit of the Anastasia Dip Brow right in the front here, and then I used the Dream Urban Cover foundation for my foundation. So now I'm going to get into my concealer, and I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow. I've been loving this. I saw this on Mel C's channel. I'll link her channel for you guys, and she really loved this, and from what I saw her using it, I was like, I have to try it out. It looked really beautiful. So this is an awesome light everyday glowing concealer. So I'm just gonna go in, and I'm not gonna go down too far on my cheeks. I'm just gonna keep it up here just to give that effect of drawing the eye back. So I'm gonna go in and bring up my concealer up here as well. So when I do the shadow, you'll kind of see that effect of the shadow drawing the eye out more. Usually I'll go in with bronzer and contour and just kind of contour that out. So I'm just gonna brighten that up. I'll do a little bit down the nose, a little bit on the chin as well, maybe a couple spots here. And then I'm just gonna blend this all. All right, I blended out the concealer, and now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick and just do some contouring to help create that foxy look. So I'm kind of starting up a little higher than I usually would, and just going down to the bottom of my cheek, And this is just going to help with the look of your eyes being drawn back, I think. Contouring and using the concealer and highlighter are an important part of the fox eye look. Like it adds to that effect. So I'm going to bring it up here too as well by my brow bone. That doesn't want to be a contoured nose. Okay. Blend that out with my fingers. Because it's just going to come right through the tops, like this part of my brow. This part of my brow, this part of my eye. And then just right above my brow. A little bit on my lip. And I'll do right under my jawline as well. Just right by my ears. And then I'm going to blend this all out. So now that I have that blended out, we're going to just intensify. I should just blend this a little bit more. On camera, it doesn't look as blended as it does in person for whatever reason. We're going to go in with some powder from my BH Cosmetics palette, the contour and blush palette too, and I'm just going to go in with the white powder and a flat brush, and I'm just going to go under where I contoured just to enhance that a little bit more. Just to define it and just clean up those edges. And I'm only going to stay right at the back of my cheekbone. And then I'm going to go here by my eye and do that as well. And I'll set my under eye with something different because it doesn't crease too much here, and I don't find that this is the best for, like, under eye. I just find it the best for my cheeks, like anywhere that's not got a lot of movement, and it's just flat. Okay, I will just fluff that out as well. So to set under my eyes, I just went in with the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Setting Powder, and now I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Love this bronzer. And just go over my contour a little bit and just blend it through and get a little bit of bronziness going on the cheeks. I like to just kind of brush it up through, brush the contour up through with the bronzer and just kind of blend them together. And then on my forehead as well, and also on my eyelids, this large flap of skin, this large flap of hooded eye, I'm just going to go through and just soften that out to add a little bit of warmth, because the palette, the Urban Decay palette, is so cool, but also just to contour out how much space is there. And that'll also blend through the nose contour. Alright, let's get into the eyeshadow part of the tutorial. So I'm going in with the Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics. I picked this up at Shoppers Drug Mart and have been loving it. I love the cooler tones on my eyes for whatever reason. I just think that they look better. Like, a little warmth is okay, but I'm looking at pictures, and just whenever I do my makeup and I do it with something very warm, I'm not totally loving it. So I think that using this if I want to go in with some warmer colors like from the Honey palette or whatever. I think these are a great base to just kind of start with, but I'm just going to do the whole eye look with this. So I'm going to go in with the middle color Frisk and a fluffy brush and just start underneath my brow and drag that out over the large canvas of my eye. And just take that out because we don't need it. And drag it out. So my brother and his wife had their babies. So exciting. It felt like we were waiting forever that night. But thankfully he arrived healthy and safe, and I'm just so happy for them. He's so cute. So, so cute. And they drove by and we got to see him from afar. My boys got to see him and they were instantly in love, which was so cute. It was so cute to see like them being excited about baby. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a dense brush, but still fluffy and round. And I'm going to take Cover, the next color in the palette, and I'm not going to go as far over. And I'm still going to stay up on here. I'm not going to go into that no man's land of my crease because you just won't see it. And I'm not going to go up as high either. And these colors blend out so nicely. Like for mattes, they're so smooth and they blend out so nice. Feels like it's been a while since I filmed too. It's been warm, so we've been doing a lot of yard work and getting things done. Like look at the blister on my hand, oh my gosh. And moving things around because I think, fingers crossed, we're gonna do a deck this year, and if we do, I will definitely document that process. I am such an outdoorsy, not outdoorsy like camping, outdoorsy person, but just I love being outside, so I will just live on my deck. Alright, next I'm going in with Primal, which is the next color over, and the same round little brush, and even more now I'm going to stay to the outside of my eye. Just kind of start creating that little V down in the corner. And I just think with the cooler tones, for whatever reason, I guess I probably have cooler undertones and just the ashiness to my hair and eyebrow color and eye color. Like I find that these actually bring out my eyes nicer, so I'm just gonna kind of go in the corner as well, underneath right here, and just join that V and drag it out. And you can see the shadow a little better when you have that lighter base of concealer there. I'm gonna do that with the other side. And for whatever reason, I like this eye better. The way this eye looks when I put shadow on it, it works better. It's like an eyebrow. You got one eyebrow that just looks better when you do it. And this is the eye I like. Now it's back to cold. We had 3 warm days that were like, I'd say 18 to 20 degrees, so like 68 to 7 degrees Fahrenheit. And we enjoyed it though. We stayed outside most of the time. And then I'm just going to take, you want to have a clean brush just to be able to blend. This, I feel like, if any look, you are just going to be doing a lot of blending and dragging out. Blending and dragging out. It's kind of like, for me, I find it a longer process just because of the shape of my eyes, because of the deep set. I really want to work slow and just do a lot of light building as opposed to just put it in the crease, blend it out. Like, it just doesn't work like that for me. So small little steps. Now I'm going to go in with the darkest color in the palette, which is Undone, right at the end. It's like a dark charcoaly brown and just kind of this pointed eyeshadow brush. And just take just a tiny little bit and just work right in the corner with that V. And I'm going to go up a little bit on my brow bone, but not in the crease, not going through. Like, it'll touch some of the crease, but I'm not going through any further than just right at this corner. And I'm going to drag it under the eye a little bit as well and drag it out. And it looks a little messy now, but once we blend it through, it'll clean up the look. And I find that these shadows wear so well, like the way they set after in my skin. I love the way they look, like not instantly, but a couple hours later, they look so pretty. And just this little point gives you just that little bit of extra precision with dragging out the darker color. Like a fluffier brush, you kind of make a mess with it, like it would go everywhere. So this is just perfect. You can just lightly just keep working up a bit, just blending it out a little bit with this. Yeah, see, this eye is so much, just works so much better. All right, now we're gonna start a little bit of the blending. And just blend it all through. to start with the lighter colors on this palette, so I'm going to go in with Stark, which is this color on the opposite side of Frisk, and I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used with Frisk and Cover, but I just kind of dusted it off on a towel, and I'm just going to kind of blend this through my eyelid and a little bit into the back corner as well, just to kind of smooth over that dark stuff. If it gets a little patchy or whatever, it just kind of smooths it all through as a nice transition. I don't know if that's a word, transition, but just a nice color to smooth it over. I don't know all the terminology yet, like, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm a stay-at-home mom who loves to play with makeup. Alright, now I'm gonna go in. Where is it? Hiding right here. Okay, this little flat round brush, flat dome brush, and take Skimp, the lightest color, and go in to this corner part of my eye. Now this is not too pigmented, like I could go into another palette to get a lighter color, but for the sake of just using one palette, I'm going to use it. I'm just staying right in the inner corner of my eye. And I'll even go down and around here and down the front part of my eye, because I want this to just be light, and then it drags the eye back and it gives it that foxy look by keeping it all light in and around the front part of your eye. And you can even take, so I'll take a angle brush, if I can find one. Okay, and I will take a little bit of Frisk. I want it to be light, I don't want it to be dark. I just want to add a little bit of shadow in that tear duct, as if that was my natural eye being pulled out further. Like, I don't want it to look like liner, I don't want it to look too heavy. I want it to look like naturally my eye comes out that far. Because later on in the day or night, it just tends to get a little bit messy because your eye just waters a lot there. And if you have a little bit of powder, it won't be as messy, and if it's gone, whatever, it just won't be as messy, and it'll keep the front part of your eye lighter. Now I'm going to go in with liner, and I'm just going to tight line right in the corner of my eye with this black e.l.f. eyeliner, black eyeliner, right in the corner on the bottom, but only to the back part of my pupil. I'm not going to go any further than that, and I'm just going to kind of drag it a little bit out past my eyelash, so when I take my angled brush that I've lost, I'm going to grab a little bit of that eyeliner and follow along with the eyeshadow. And then you just kind of have a soft wing. And sorry if you hear noises in the background. My son is playing his video game, and when they play with their friends, they tend to get a little loud. It's nice, it's Sunday, so it feels like regular school week now when you have Saturday and Sunday and you're not doing school at home. Like, it feels like the weekend, which is kind of cool. more. And yesterday was the first day that I got like takeout food. I went and got pizza. And it's crazy how much your body gets used to eating like healthier food. Like we all just kind of felt gross after, but still delicious to have. Okay, now once I have that in place, I'm going to take my eyeshadow palette again and gonna go in with the darkest color at the back. Take a little bit on my angle brush and just follow along my lash line, but not going any further than about the middle of my eye. And I'm just gonna come under a little bit with that too, just to kind of join it all. So you don't have like a dip in where you see like this part of your eye. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's like it goes in. It looks more cohesive when you kind of go in under and feel that little dip, especially if you have deep set eyes. If you don't, you probably don't really have to do this too much. But I have to go in there and fill in that skin that is hiding. Just drag it out like that. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it a little bit too. What I like to do as well after I'm done with the shadow is take my Kim Kardashian KKW Beauty concealer side, and because it's on a little stick and it's angled, you can kind of go in and just clean it up. If there's any loose shadow there, you can just kind of clean it up a bit. And I'll just take the same flat brush that I was using for the lighter shadows. This is probably the longest fox eye tutorial on YouTube. But I have to be like, I don't know, I wanted it to look good just because of my eye shape. I just find that things don't look as good on me. Like there's people with deep set eyes, but I don't know, it's just the way my eyes sit. Like if you put makeup on it wrong, they don't look good, and you just lose so much of it. All right, now I'm going to take white eyeliner, so I'm going in with the L'Oreal Kohl collection, and I'm just going to put a little bit of white on the inner corner, not the inner corner, but just a little bit of the tear duct part of my eye, just following along the perimeter. Because that just really makes it pop, it really makes it bright there. Alright, I just put a little bit of blush on. I used the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Peach, and I just went and did my blush a little bit higher up on my cheekbone just to follow that same feeling the same, drawing the eyes back, and just to kind of warm up where I put all that white powder. And now for the mascara, this is also an important part for me. I've been doing this forever to my eyes anyways, like in some of my older videos when I did a natural cat eye. This was kind of the technique that I was already using, and I do like it on my eyes because I find that even if you just do this with a little bit of the tight lining, it can give you that cat eye, that fox eye effect. So I'm just gonna go in and start putting mascara on the outer part of my eyes. And you gotta go slow when you do this because you want to pick up those little hairs at the back, but without getting mascara all over your eyelid. And I'm just gonna stick to right there. I'm not gonna go in to the inside part of my eye with the mascara because it just adds to that fox eye look, to that fox eye effect, by keeping your lashes going backward, back to the corner of your eye. I feel like I'm not explaining any of this very well, but bear with me. Like, I'm like, you use the thingy to put the thingy, and you do this. I don't sound professional, but I think it looks really good. And you can also just kind of couple of the bottom lashes as well. Add a little bit. And with my lashes now that the Latisse has really kicked in, they're so much fuller, so I find that I will see like mascara in places that I didn't see before on my eyelid. Like usually I just get a little bit here and there, but because they're so long now, I really gotta wait for them to dry before I start blinking and moving my eyes around. Yeah, you really want that back corner to be really dark. And you can even go in again after with your eyeliner and just fill in if you see any of your inside eye. Alright, now I'm just gonna put a little bit of lipstick on and then come back. Alright guys, this is the final look on how I do the fox eye for my deep set eyes. Sorry that this video is so long, but I just kind of wanted to explain it as best I could, a little bit more thoroughly for when you have deep set eyes, because they're not the easiest to work with. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful. If it is, share it with other people and give it a big thumbs up. And if you are enjoying my content, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you guys again, and I will see you guys again soon.